All the students are requested to tell your friends to join immediately. Hello. Please tell your friends to join immediately for the lecture. Sir, okay. So I welcome you for this lecture, which is on Unit 2. We are going to begin our Unit 2 from today. I have given the topic name as taking out the quantities. Actually, what is the meaning of the word taking out the quantities? That we are going to describe over here. Taking out means, in simple words, I can say you are going to determine it actually. Okay, so it may be the quantity of cement, sand, coarse aggregate. It may be quantity which is required for the excavation purpose, for PCC purpose, for any other activity that you are going to perform on site. So whatever the activities you are going to perform, we are going to calculate the quantities for the same. How you are going to calculate the quantities? For taking out the quantities, you are going to take the help of your drawings as well as your measurements. So please remember our first point: whenever you are going to determine the quantities of any activity, any civil structure, we have to consider whatever the design that we have or the drawing that we have and the measurements which are being given in that particular drawing only. Okay, and apart from these drawings, what are the our other parameters, other miscellaneous expenses or other things that we need to consider at the time of determining these quantities or making the measurement sheet or making the abstract sheet that we are going to deal with in this particular unit. Once again, I am going to repeat, this particular unit is the most important part of our section first for this particular subject, because there will be a compulsory question of 12 marks for determining the quantities that is being asked in your university examination. Okay, 12 marks compulsory question and 8 marks you are having two short question of 4 marks, that will be total of 8 marks. So if you are going to see, the total weight of this particular chapter will up to the 20 marks. Okay, out of total whatever 100 marks weightage we are having, out of that 20 marks belongs to this chapter only. So please remember, please understand all the concepts which I'm going to tell you, which I'm going to share with everyone. If you are not getting any point, you can raise your hand and you can put it in the chat box. Otherwise, unmute yourself and ask me on that point only. I'm going very slowly because from my point of view, this particular chapter is very, very, very important. Okay, you can build your own career only by studying this chapter only. Okay, by only this single chapter. ना हाऊ इट इज बीन देअर सर, मग हा एक सिंगल चॅप्टर आमचं कसं काय आम्ही याच्यामध्ये काय करिअर करू शकतोय, किंवा तुम्ही स्वतःचा ओन बिझनेस प्लॅन करत असताल तर तुम्हाला जर क्वांटिटी एस्टिमेशन मधलं जर नॉलेज असेल तर हा चॅप्टर कसं काय हेल्प करेल. एव्हरीथिंग वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस इन डिटेल. ओके, as per as my opinion, apart from other subjects, our syllabus we are going to take it very slowly. Why I'm going to take it slowly, and additional part along with slowly I'm going to take, but additional extra part I'm going to take, as you have seen in our last few lectures. Whatever the things that is required for the supervision of any building project, what are the rules and regulations being followed by the junior engineers, or what are the checklist to be addressed at the time of execution of that particular work. So that additional extra part I have taken. Otherwise, till now we can conclude our unit 2 and 3 maybe also. We can conclude, but from my point of view, your understanding whenever you are dealing on site, your understanding to the basics is very important. Once again, I'm reminding and I'm repeating for everyone, all 74 students from your class are not going for the competitive exams, are not completely going for the GATE exams, are not completely going for any civil services examinations. Okay, we all are from general families, from middle class families. So most of people, more than I expect, more than 60% of students from your class will go on the site and will perform the work of execution or in the design field also, or in any sector. Okay, and though you are studying for MPSC, UPSC civil services, you go through any particular competitive examination. Either you go for MPSC, you go for SSC, you go for UPSC. The weightage of this syllabus is for 10 to 15 marks. Please remember it and keep the thing in your mind. Okay. Apart from GATE exam, for GATE there is no weightage of this particular subject. ठीक आहे, गेट साठी कुठला हा सब्जेक्ट महत्वाचा नाहीये, कारण गेट मध्ये असं वेटेज नाहीये. बट apart from GATE, this is the most important subject for all other competitive exams and in your future life. If you want to survive while working on the site, you need to have the knowledge of this particular subject. You need to have the knowledge of this particular unit. I'm repeating the same thing because please keep your attention for this particular chapter. And if you're not getting anything, please raise your hand. You can put it in the chat box, or you can ask me by unmuting yourself. Okay, so with this note, I will proceed further. The first point that you are going to discuss in this particular chapter is nothing but the syllabus. Okay, actually what part we are going to learn and why I have added this particular PPT. Actually syllabus, there is no need to add the PPT of the syllabus, but still I have added it because with the syllabus you come to know what things you are going to learn, important things that you are going to learn. Though the syllabus seems to be of 4 to 5 lines only, but it will take more than 15 lectures of ours. Okay, for practicing and all other purpose, we require extra time for this particular chapter. Okay, so if you are going to see the first part, at the introductory part of this particular chapter, we are going to deal with the prime cost. What is the prime cost? Then what are the provisional sums? What are the provisional quantities which are associated with our estimation and quantity subject? Okay, actually what is the role of these words? Prime, provisional sums, provisional quantities. Okay, Quantity is a word and provisional quantity is a different word. Okay, so what is the basic difference between these three words? Prime cost, provisional sums, and the provisional quantities that we are going to focus on, and what is their role in our quantity estimation subject, that you are going to understand in the first particular point. The second point that I'm going to highlight over here, I can use the pointer. Uh, where is that pointer? Just a minute. Or spotlight. Yes. So second point that you are going to highlight over here uh, is nothing but taking out the quantities, that is PWD method, center line method. So how we are going to determine the quantities of any civil structure? What are the things that you need to address? So the things that you are going to address is nothing but the measurement sheet, abstract sheet, and its recording. Okay. Now there will be questions in your mind that what are the measurement sheets, what are the abstract sheets, about what you are going to talk, sir. So that is what we are going to learn in this particular chapter, how we are going to determine the quantities of any particular civil structure. Then in the second half, a very interesting one, we are having the part of analysis of the rates. Okay. Now what is rate analysis? What are the factors which are affecting the analysis of the rate, that we called it as cost of the materials? Then what is meant by the word task work? Okay. Now this particular single word task work, which is I am highlighting, make sure, I'm guaranteed you there will be a question of 2 to 3 marks in your competitive exam, that is MCQ based, in your prelims or in your, that is in your prelim exam, on this particular part, that is task work. Okay, there will be definitely 1 or 2 MCQs on this particular part. What is task work and how we are going to calculate for different categories of the activities. Then schedule as basis of the labor cost. We are going to study it. What are the labor cost? What are the parameters that we need to address in this particular scheduling? And then plants and equipments, that is management of the machineries, plants, equipments, and the labor work which are been there. That is hourly basis or weekly basis, and about their outputs. And in the last half, we are going to study about the transports, octroi. Now we are familiar with this particular words, octroi and transport. Octroi, you know, it is called as zakat. जे जकात नाक्यावरती तुम्ही जकात म्हणजे टॅक्स पे करता ना, टॅक्स इज नथिंग बट ऑक्ट्रॉय. ओके, ज्याला जकात हा शब्द वापरला जातो, थोडक्यात मालवाहू गाड्यांसाठी असते ते, गुड्स कॅरियरसाठी. So transport and octroi, then overhead charges, rates for various items for construction of civil engineering works. That rates we are going to discuss. Then SSR, that is standard schedule of rate, and price escalation. Very important parameter we are going to discuss in our this particular unit number 2 is the price escalation. Okay. याबद्दल थोडीशी पार्श्वभूमी सांगतो मी, प्राइस एस्केलेशन म्हणजे काय असतं मराठीमध्ये. मी यापूर्वी तुम्हाला सांगितलंय, बऱ्याच वेळेस असं होतं की you have taken a work and the deadline for that particular work is 6 months. I'm just using simple English, so try to understand it. If you are not getting, please tell me, you can put it in the chat box. So what I am discussing, you have taken a work in your hand, and the scheduled period of completion for that particular work is 6 months. Okay, for that particular work is 6 months, but by default or due to any natural calamity or any due to artificial calamity, your scheduled period is going to extend by some particular time. It may be by 1 month, 15 days, 20 days, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, or whatever it may be. That is not your fault at all. That is the customer's or the client's fault, I can say. Okay. Or you have taken the work, at the time of taken work, our specifications are with respect to the tender only, whatever the contract we have made or whatever the tender we are having. But the client has the different mindset. He has changed his mindset after few days, and he has new plannings, new some suggestions, or new some alternatives in our specified design. So because of some alterations or these deviations or some changes, our schedule time will get extended. Okay. So in that case, for the contractors, our government of Maharashtra, and again from our central government authorities, we are having one clause, we called it as a price escalation clause. And with the help of this clause, we can get the extra money, whatever the period being extended for that particular project. Okay. जर तुमचा प्रोजेक्टचा कालावधी कुठल्या तरी कारणास्तव लांबला, वाढवला गेलाय किंवा काहीतरी चेंजेसमुळे तो लांबणार आहे, त्यावेळेस कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरचं कुठल्याही प्रकारचं नुकसान होऊ नये यासाठी टेंडर भरताना किंवा टेंडर झाल्यानंतर ऍक्च्युअली टेंडर फिलअप करतानाच तुमच्याकडे एस्केलेशनचा क्लॉज असतो, त्याला प्राइस एस्केलेशन क्लॉज असं म्हटलं जातं. सो ऍट दॅट टाइम ओनली you can go with the particular price escalation clause. Okay. So though our syllabus seems to be very simple, but it is not that much simple. It is very interesting. Okay. And it is somewhat you have now I am going to give the challenge, because now I have taken the challenge of doing the projects which are outside of our institute. Right now also I am dealing with one of the project where quantities we are going to submit. Reverse engineering, we called it as concept of reverse engineering. म्हणजे आधी बिल्डिंग बांधलेली आहे, सपोज आता आपलं कॉलेज आहे किंवा नवीन जी बिल्डिंग बांधलेली, नवीन बिल्डिंग बांधलेली, आता तुम्हाला या बिल्डिंग बांधलेलीची जी बिल्डिंग बांधली त्याची ऍक्च्युअल क्वांटिटी परत काढायची आहे. सो that will be the part of your practically तुमच्या प्रॅक्टिकलचा हा महत्वाचा भाग आहे की जो आपल्या या टास्क मध्ये कंप्लीट होणार आहे. अँड आय विल गिव्ह यू व्हॉट एव्हर द टास्क विच आर असोसिएटेड फॉर दिस पर्टिक्युलर चॅप्टर. जसं साईट वरती मला ट्रेनिंग मिळालं होतं त्या पद्धतीचा एक्सपोजर मी तुम्हाला देण्याचा प्रयत्न करणार आहे. ठीक आहे, मराठीतच बोलतोय, जेणेकरून मॅक्सिमम स्टुडंट्स कॅन टेक द बेनिफिट ऑफ दिस. ओके, बिकॉज ऑन साइट कशा पद्धतीने ट्रेनिंग असतं याचा मी तुम्हाला एक छोटासा उदाहरणही देतो. ठीक आहे, ऍट द टाइम ऑफ टीचिंग इन आवर अपकमिंग डिस्कशन ओनली. ओके, सो आय होप दिस पार्ट you are getting. So please remember this syllabus is this particular unit is very important. Okay, I think 43 participants are here now, so it's good. Still I am expecting much more. Okay, now the first part that you are going to study is nothing but the provisional sum and the provisional quantities. Okay, provisional sum and provisional quantities. Now what are the provisional sum, what are the provisional quantities, how we are going to learn about this? So please read the sentence very carefully. Provisional sum is what? Certain amount provided by experienced estimators in the estimated cost of the project for some special type of work whose details are not known at the time of preparing detailed estimate. At the time of preparing the estimate, we called it as a provisional sum. Okay, once again, please remember what is provisional sum. Very simple to understand. Provisional sum is nothing but a certain amount which is being provided by the experienced estimators in the estimated cost of the project for some special type of work whose details are not known at the time of preparing the estimate. Okay, so what happens, many of the now we are going to prepare the estimate, correct? Now we have considered suppose 40 quantities. आपण 40 क्वांटिटीज कन्सिडर केल्या, 40 ऍक्टिव्हिटी कन्सिडर केल्या. एक्सकॅव्हेशन, पीसीसी, देन सेंटरिंग, शटरिंग, प्लास्टरिंग, पेंटिंग, डोअर्स, विंडोज, अशा काही क्वांटिटीज आपण कन्सिडर केलेल्या आहेत. ठीक आहे. परंतु या क्वांटिटीज व्यतिरिक्त आणि अशा क्वांटिटी कन्सिडर करून आपण आपले एस्टिमेट तयार केलं. परंतु या क्वांटिटी व्यतिरिक्त काही स्पेशल वर्क असतात साईटवरती की ज्याचे उदाहरण दिलेले आहेत. व्हॉट आर दी स्पेशल वर्क? शिफ्टिंग ऑफ द वॉटर लाईन्स. बाय डिफॉल्ट इफ यू देयर इज नीड टू चेंज युअर वॉटर लाईन. ठीक आहे. आधी तुम्ही एक वॉटर लाईन टाकली होती परंतु आता ती बदलावी लागते. ठीक आहे. सो इफ देयर इज नीड टू चेंज द शिफ्टिंग ऑफ द वॉटर लाईन्स, installation of the air conditioner and its fittings, sewer lines, if such works are done through the licensed contractor or through the respective departments. जर तुमच्या पर्टिक्युलर एस्टिमेट जो काय तुम्ही तयार केलेला आहे मिस्टर साकिब, so I warn everyone, don't put any personal comments in the chat boxes regarding whatever the friendship you are dealing तुमच्या मित्रांमध्ये. ठीक आहे. I am not going to tolerate such mistakes. Everyone please take a note of this. If I found such things are going to happen during our lectures, I will directly remove that student and whatever the action will be there from the higher authorities, then you will be held responsible for the same. I think you all are matured enough. There is no need to tell such words and such things. But still some interruption I have seen in the in our lecture, so that सर्वजण समजदार आहात, सर्वांना शब्दांचा मार चांगला कळतो, सुज्ञ आहात तुम्ही आणि हुशार आहात, मुळात सिन्सिअर तर खूप आहात. ठीक आहे. यापूर्वी पण मी खूप साऱ्या बॅचेस डील केल्यात, पण तुमची बॅच आय कन्सिडर्ड ॲज द मोस्ट सिन्सिअर वन अँड अटेंटिव्ह वन. खूप अटेंटिव्ह आहात तुम्ही. सो प्लीज टेक केअर. सच थिंग्स आर नॉट गोइंग टू हॅपन. otherwise action will be initiated against that particular student. Coming to the point, little bit disturbance. Shifting of the water lines, as I said earlier, there are some special works which are not been there, but these are added at the last moment. Okay. Or after the whenever our project is going on, you realize, yes sir, no, I have to add this particular work. आधी मी सर शहाबादी फरशी सांगितली होती, पण मला आता असं वाटतं की मी विट्रिफाईड टाईल वापरली पाहिजे. मराठीत बोललं चालेल ना? कारण काही काही गोष्टी खूप महत्वाच्या आहेत त्यातल्या. प्रोव्हिजनल सम म्हणजे काय हे मी सांगतोय, एक्सप्लेन करतोय. सो I have decided to, in my tender, I have decided, or in my agreement, or whatever the contract that has been there, in that particular contract or in that particular tender, I have quoted to use the Shahabadi Farshi, okay, tiles or cement concrete tiles. But after a few days, my mindset has changed. I got some money and now I have decided to use the vitrified tiles. Okay, to use vitrified tiles. Or previously I have decided to go with the what I can say, a straight flight or a single stair. Okay, but now I have decided for the dog leg staircase or open level staircase or any other circular type staircase. Okay. Or there are some special works which are not included in my previous estimate, but now there is need to add it, like installation of the air condition. This is the best example because घर बांधल्यानंतर बऱ्याच लोकांकडे सुरुवातीचा जो इनिशियल फेज असतो, इनिशियल फेज मध्ये तर काय बँक लोन चे हप्ते भरण्यामध्येच बराचसा कालावधी जातो. बट इफ यू हॅव डिसाइडेड टू टेक द एसी इन युअर होम, now you have to install that AC, and for the AC there are some special arrangement that you need to do. Correct आहे. जर तुम्हाला एसी बसवायचा असेल घरामध्ये एअर कंडिशन, तर तुम्हाला काही स्पेशल अरेंजमेंट करावी लागते त्यासाठी. ठीक आहे. किंवा बहुतांश वेळेस एक कॉमन एक्झाम्पल सांगतो. आपल्याकडे जे ड्रेनेज लाईनची जी डिझाईन आहे, पूर्वीची ड्रेनेज लाईनची डिझाईन आणि आत्ताची ड्रेनेज लाईनची डिझाईन हे काय, याच्यामध्ये बरेचसे चेंजेस होत आहेत. मग हे चेंजेस झाल्यानंतर काय केलं जातं, तुमचं ते चेंबर फोडलं जातं किंवा तुमची जी ड्रेनेज लाईन आहे ही ड्रेनेज लाईन डायव्हर्ट केली जाते. ठीक आहे. हे काय आहेत? These are not pre-decided changes. Okay. These are the changes which are going to happen after the completion of the work or during the completion of the work. It will depend on that particular site condition or the condition, local conditions. Again, I am repeating, these changes are going to happen at the time of construction or after the completion of the construction. So for these particular changes or special categories of the works, certain amount we are going to include in our estimate. Okay. And who is going to give that particular amount? The experienced estimator who is having the experience more than 10 plus years or 7 plus years nowadays. In previous up to 2010 rule says experience should be greater than 10 years. Okay. Experienced estimator, that is we called it as a chartered engineer or valuer or experienced quantity estimator. But now experienced estimator who is having the experience more than 7 years in estimation and costing, he can provide you certain extra amount in your whatever the estimate you have prepared. Okay. And that particular amount which has been there for such special categories of the work, we called it as a provisional sum. Okay. I hope everyone is understanding this. There is no doubt in this. Now, second thing that you are going to discuss is nothing but the provisional quantities. Now, what are the provisional quantities? Now, these are the quantities, additional quantities, which are not included in the estimate. Please read the sentence very carefully. Okay. These are the additional quantities which are not included in the estimate. It occurs due to variation of the site condition. It occurs due to the variation of the site condition. These quantities are worked out separately from the dimensions of the drawing and kept in the bill of quantities under the heading provisional quantities. Okay. So once again, I'm going to repeat, very simple part to understand. These are the additional quantities which are not included in your preliminary estimate. Whatever the first estimate you have prepared, these quantities are not added at the in that particular first estimate. It occurs due to the variation of the site condition. As I said earlier, there is if you want some changes in your drawings or in your construction style, you can do so. Just what you need to do, you have to add these extra quantities or additional quantities in your whatever the estimate, older estimations of the drawings and kept in the bill of quantities. Please understand this particular word. We are going to keep this all import additional quantities in the bill of quantities. We call it as BOQ, not in our rough estimate. Okay. So one more thing for you. We are having less than 1 minute to conclude this particular uh, session over here. So please rejoin using the same link and rejoin very fast. Okay, don't take that much time. Just within a time span of 2 minutes, you can rejoin for our particular lecture if the lecture ends in a short while. Okay. So I hope these two quantities are clear to you. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me right now. कुणाला डाऊट आहे यामध्ये, या दोन गोष्टी ज्या शिकवल्यात मी त्यामध्ये? महेश, एनी डाऊट? महेश भारती, you have unmuted yourself. Any doubt? You can ask me.